Hey guys, and welcome back to day 21 of Apollyon single/server player series. Today, I'm remapping my drop key. I keep losing whatever item I have selected. I guess it's not keep, but I do it more often than I like. I lost my sword. I really like that sword too. I actually put a bunch of looting on it. So that when I killed like 3 or 4, I think it was 3 Endermen, I actually got more than one Ender Pearl. I used a whole bunch of lapis, and lapis is one of the things that we like have very little of. Anyhow, what I killed these Endermen for is, as you can see, this setup. If you don't know what's going on, this is confusing. And even to me, this is pretty confusing. So, what I am going to do at this point is abandon I don't want to use the ender tanks, and I'm just going to use ender tanks. So I'll do like this, ender tank on the top and an ender tank on the bottom. I'm going to use solid colors as an input, and I either white, red for this one to be output, or something in that fashion where it's 2 of the same colors and then one either white or black. I also filled up this tank full of sewage in very little time, so that means that none of these, now these are all completely backed up, and they aren't outputting any of the the mob essence. So I need the mob essence for what I'm going to do next. But let me get started on the safari stuff. So I'm going to need a safari net, and I'm going to need a safari gun. So you need this reusable net, which is the 4 ender pearls and then a ghast tear. I think I have a ghast tear. Yeah, I have a few of them. Okay, so I hate to use all of my ender pearls this quickly, but I need it. So there's that, and then there's the gun, which is 2 gunpowder, 2 glowstone, a redstone. It's pretty simple recipe. So to set it, you can, if you shift right click or sneak right click, you can set it, and then I think that you can pick things up, or you can shoot them at things. I don't really have a whole lot of items to show you. Oh, I did also set up this. It's a bioreactor, not the fuel creator that you need. That actually is the one that's taking all of the saplings. I built a little bit of a drop tower for these, for what I'm going to use, the Enderman. I just went to the full height of this, of the filler, so that I could just do it. So I'm going to put it like 1 or 2 down from here, and then you have to pipe in some stuff. I'll show you when I find a guy. So let me go try and, is that water? I think I can get to water. Oh boy. Okay. So let me shoot it at this cow to show you what, or pig, to show you what I mean. I think you just, I've never really used one, so I think you just right click on it. Yeah, there it goes. So now I have a safari net, reusable, but I think it shows you what's in it. Pig, 10 health. Okay, so what this, I think you can shoot it too. So if I sneak right click, I'll say release mode, and if I do it again, it'll shoot the pig. And then you get your safari net back. So it's kind of like you used to be able to right click on stuff. Oh, you can on this one. Okay, so maybe I didn't need to make the gun. Oh well. So the mob spawner is some of these. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's an auto spawner, sorry. So you need plastic sheets, some emeralds, some nether wart, and some sugar. And then you have an auto spawner. And what an auto spawner does is you place a safari net in here, and then it has power, and then work, and then an idle timer. And this will actually, you need to fill this with mob essence to get this to spawn. The spawn exact copy set to no will actually use a lot less mob essence. But if you have it spawn exact copy, it will use more. And this is what I was talking about with the slime. So if you want to, you can have it just run any slime, and if you put a big slime in your net in here, it'll spawn like little slimes, medium slimes, big slimes. But if you set it to no, set exact copy rather, if you set it to yes, it'll just only spawn big slimes. But I think it uses a bucket each time. Fortunately, you get like more than a bucket's worth after killing all of them when it's all said and done, so it kind of works out in the end. But either way, I'm going to go run around looking for an Enderman. I'll be right back. I actually found one really quick. I was flying around, so I have to try and grab him. Oh, I missed. Uh-oh. Give it back. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, no. Oh, no, it's day out, too. I'll never find him. Alrighty. I guess I'll try again. Be right back. Oh, I saw him. There he is. I'm gonna get you. Oh! Get back here. Yes! Yes! Oh, I didn't think that was gonna be such a pain in the butt. Alrighty. Now, where is home? I hope that's the portal. Alrighty. So, that actually was kind of exciting for me. Yeah, that's not the portal. Uh-oh. Anyhow, let me fly around looking for my spawn. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm going to grab the spawner. I always forget if I need to use a wrench, and then by the time I undo it, it's already too late. So I'm going to need... wow, I'm already out of fluid duct? Oh, I guess I did use, like, a bunch of it out there. So I need some redstone energy cell. I'm going to grab 4 of each. And then I'm actually going to use... I made the bio generator, and that's how I knew it wasn't going to work. I'm going to use... I don't know where I put them. I think they're in here. A tank to spawn these, because for the right now, at least until I have a bunch of them, I don't really want to spend a lot of time trying to run a infinite supply up there. I'm not sure how many it's going to actually output. Oh, and I also put so they're going to basically fall to their death and hit here, and then I put another vacuum hopper on here that's going to suck it out and spit it into this chest. So anything that they drop will spit into there. This is the center. I'm going to just put the power here, I guess. I think I'm going to bring a redstone energy cell in here too. So, okay. I want this to go down 3, I guess. I should have grabbed more fluid duct. I also want to put the... Okay, so now the spawner I'm going to put here, and no exact copy. Safari net with an Enderman, and the tank I'm going to put up on top here. I got to get out of here real quick. Oh, I can get out right here. Gotta love multi-parts. Okay, so I want a tank here, even though I know these are bad tanks. I'm just going to put it there anyway because I have a ton of them now. And it's going to be empty for the most part, so it shouldn't really do anything. Now, if I put the redstone energy cell right here, it's inputting, so I'm going to output it on the bottom. Is it... Okay, it's draining. Let me just get rid of this for a second so I can click on the other guy. Right. So now... Okay, he's got power, he's got the energy, or the conduit, so let's put this there, there, and then stick this on here. Alright, now let's just throw this in here and then fly down and see if we get them coming. Oh, man. It helps if you use... There's the servo, and then I need to do this, and then... Yeah! So it sucked in a bunch of those in there. So we got 3 for 1 bucket. That's not bad. Let me go throw another bucket in there and see if we get any more. Or if it's about 3 per bucket. So besides having to come all the way up here, that's not a terrible way to handle this, because I mean, eventually I can automate it, I guess, and then so I got 2 that time. No, I got 3 again. All right, well, now I have a relatively endless supply of ender pearls. And I didn't have to find a single ender lily, because I didn't. I figured out what I'm going to do with them, but I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to do a similar thing with the blazes or not. I don't think I'm going to, at least not right away. I set up this blaze, quote-unquote, farm originally when I needed the blazes, so I could go in here and like kill a bunch of them. But I want, because I need to make some ender tanks, and I think I'm going to make some ender pouch and some other stuff. So let me kill a bunch of these guys and collect all of their loots, and I will be right back. I believe the saying is, if you can't beat them, join them. Yeah. Apparently, if you just turn into a blaze, they just don't hurt you at all. So, that's what I'm going to do. They aren't dropping very many. I just killed like 20 of them, and I got like 1 drop, so that's not awesome. Alright, so I think I'm going to go put... I might go make myself another one of these swords, or just use this one, because it doesn't seem like PaprPl8 really wants it. So I'm actually going to use... I'm going to go do that, and then put a whole bunch of lappies, or whatever we have for lappies on here, trying to get some extra stuff, because I don't know, I'm just not very lucky with my drops today. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. I really just had to show you this. Is that not the funniest looking thing ever? I don't know how a slime got up here, but the hat that it's wearing is hilarious. Ah, good times. Alright guys, I'm back. I put enough stuff on here to get loot at 1, which is almost all of my lackeys, so let's hope that was enough. I need to, yeah, see, it's much better. So I killed 4, 5. Alright, so, yeah, so I'm getting at least 1 per, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna need quite a few of these, actually. Let me figure out what I need. So I want to make at least... So I want... Let's see, I have 4 liquids. I'm gonna want 8 ender tanks, 1 for the top and 1 for the bottom. So I'm gonna need 8 times 4 blaze rods. So I'm gonna need quite a few. So I'll be back when I'm done collecting all of these. After spending a bunch of time as a blaze, I decided that I only got like 35 of them, and I need way more than that for everything that I'm going to be doing. So I made another spawner, and I'm going to go grab one and just bring it over here and then make it this way. But I'm trying to prepare the startup. And you've seen me make these transfer nodes. Fortunately, now I have a whole bunch of the ender pearls so that I can actually make them. But I'm going to make... I guess I'm going to make 8 of them. How many ender pearls did I have? 11. It's not like it matters now. So let's just do this, and then some stone and some redstone. So stone. Do. Alright, so I made 18 of them. What I'm going to do now is the extra utilities adds the ability to move both liquid and energy as well as items through the same tubes. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use just one tube to connect to this auto spawner, and I'm going to fill it with both liquid and energy. The energy one is rather expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. And let me make a block of redstone first. Or 5 blocks of redstone. That's cool too. Alright, so alright, so then we have that, and then we need some gold. 4 pieces of gold. That gives me a transfer node for energy. I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to actually use 2 of them, because I want the other one that's up there to also be using it. So that way I can do... No, actually I think I can just use the one and then run it to both. We'll see. I might have to put a bunch of upgrades in it and stuff too. So what else I need is this, which is a bucket and some lappies. So we have very little lappies. I'm going to make a couple of these, and I think we have some buckets over here. So, or not. Paper plate must have them on him. Oh, here they are. Alright, so now I need bucket. Let's just do this. Or not. Bucket. What was the other thing? Oh, I don't have any iron. And we have very little iron. Alright, so there are 2 liquid transfer nodes. I made this little area here, and I'm just going to... I put a vacuum hopper in the bottom like I have in the other one. And I started running it this way. Then I started running Fluiduct. There's probably some in here. I started running Fluiduct up, and I was like, you know what? I want just the one thing. So what I'm going to do is put the spawner right here. And I'm actually going to cover these in just because I made a bunch of these covers. Because what will happen is Blaze will sit up here and then never fall to the bottom. So I don't really want that to happen. So that's there. Now I am going to want to cover... So this is going to have both items and liquid in it. So I'm going to do that, and then this. I don't know what happens to a... If you put a transfer node on one of these, I'm not really sure what happens, but let's just throw something in it. Alright, so it actually works, so that's fine. I want it to go this way. And then I also want this one. Ooh, what the H? So I need to put some covers up on top of this to just kind of make it so you can't see it from outside. Or from inside, rather. And now I want this. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I don't want that. Okay, so this is going to transfer all of the mob essence up. And over. Alright, so if I wanted to, I could fill this in, but I don't know that I'm going to. Actually, I will. So, alright, now this is going to be a grinder. Yeah, that works out pretty well. It hides all the stuff. Okay. So, I only put this vacuum hopper in here because it's going to, once in a while, drop. I think they drop little hearts, and the grinder, at least in 1.5.4, didn't actually pick those up. So, I want to make sure that it does pick those up. And then I'm going to have them come out over here. And then I'll put a chest right here. Alright, I'm going to set this all up. Alright, I built my spawning area. I think I can use it for multiple things. These don't seem... See, you can't... It doesn't look like you can right-click on mobs with it, so I definitely have to shoot it at them. There we go. Got myself a blaze spawner. Or a blaze net. Oh, it's in my inventory. Phew. I didn't know where that went. I was nervous. So what I want to do with this is only let it run when I'm standing next to it. So in order to do that, I'm going to make a pressure plate out of obsidian. And this pressure plate is going to only allow a player to activate it. Oops. Yep, pressure plate. So by that I mean I'm only going to it's only going to work when I'm standing on it because it only affects players. So that I also made another hardened energy cell, filled it up, and put it over here. So what I'm going to do is place this right next to it, and so you have to stand on it in order to enable this, and you can see the power draining. For right now, I am going to stick this in here. I was able to grab it a second ago. There we go. So I don't want it to spawn exact copies. It needs some mob essence, so I'll run downstairs and grab some of that. Okay, so let me explain how I did this. So you can see these are all spaced out because these have a 5x5 radius in between, and I made it 9x9. So in order to not miss anything, I had to put 4 of them in there. I could have done a better pattern, I think, and just put like 1 in the front and then had water moving them down. But this, I think, will work for other mobs to spawn too. So I figured I might as well just do it this way. So drop down here and do this and this. Okay, so you can hear them spawning. So hopefully when I stand on this, it'll kill them. And then it should be replacing the juice in there. It uses a lot more power than I was expecting. It's not quite spawning up, so maybe it's just because it's not, because this is all run on these things, so it might be taking a little while to get down there. So I should be getting stuff in here too. I would think. I'm not really sure. Not really sure where all of my items are going. Something doesn't seem quite right. Oh. I never put a transfer node on. Oops. Okay, so some of these should have a transfer node on them. I thought I did that. Alright, well, I'm going to put a transfer node on here real quick. I'll be right back. Alrighty, here we go. It looks like it's working pretty well. And I am collecting the blaze rods. It's going to be a little bit slow on collecting the blaze rods, and it's going to be slow collecting or shutting on and off. But I think that once this runs out of power, this should... I might bring it up one. But yeah, once this runs out of power, it should be getting mob essence too, but it doesn't look like it's quite getting it as fast as it needs to. So these things should be all sending the mob essence up. But it doesn't look like it collected as much as I need. Hey guys, I ran down in my basement where I was getting all the slimes and grabbed a safari netted one of the slimes. I grabbed 2 buckets. I don't know why my inventory does not reload. Something is kind of screwy here. So now I should have quite a bit. I wanted to spawn an exact copy because I got a large one. So I'll show you what happens. Hopefully I have enough power to do this. But when I turn this on, it'll spawn a big slime. Hopefully. Hopefully. There it goes. And then these guys will break it. Oh. It no longer does that. Okay. Well, that sucks. So I can't exponentially grow this anymore, so it doesn't make sense to spawn the same copy. Huh. That's quite the bummer. This actually won't really make any difference now, so there's no point to having the slime one in here. So, I guess that's kind of not going to work. Well, that stinks. So between today and tomorrow, I am actually going to create a 5, maybe a 5x5, maybe a 9x9 farm with all of the colored saplings from. Hopefully, I can do it with the colored saplings from Project Red. I need all of the dyes, and I'm going to use the wood that it collects to. I might make a couple of them, but I think I'm just going to do the major ones. I didn't get any yellow trees, unfortunately, but I'm going to do the ones I want to use, because I need to get all of these colors sorted out for down here, because I'm going to put these on top, like I was saying earlier. So I'm going to do that between today and tomorrow, and hopefully get everything set up, because you've already seen me do it. Alrighty, well, this is Apollyon saying, see you tomorrow.